Hey, what's going on folks, this is Lenigoth and today I'd like to go over everything you need to know about Godfall. So what is Godfall? This is a third-person action RPG developed by Counterplay Games and Gearbox. It is scheduled to release November 12, 2020 for PC and the PS5. Godfall is described as a third-person looter slasher. Fight enemies and bosses in skill-based melee combat in order to find better gear, level up, and become stronger. The developers have said this won't be a game as a service title and will have everything starting from day one. You can play solo or with up to 2 other friends in co-op. The game takes place in Imperium, a world split up into 4 elemental realms: Earth, Water, Air, and Fire. You play as one of the last Valorian Knights, godlike warriors that can equip powerful armor sets called Valor Plates. Your goal is to make your way to the top of the Skybreaker monolith, where the evil god Macross awaits. There are 2 types of missions, Story and Hunt. Story missions are self-explanatory, and Hunt missions pit you against challenging enemies in 1v1 combat. There's also the Tower of Trials, which is an endgame activity where you face challenging enemies to grind for epic loot. Godfall is pure melee combat. The dynamics of it though change depending on the Valor Plate being used and the equipped weapon. There are 5 weapon types: Longsword, Polearm, Warhammer, Greatsword, and Dual Blades. Combat is offense oriented, meaning it's nothing like the Souls type of games. Instead, you'll be slicing your way through enemies, making you feel like the most powerful entity around. Unless it's a boss, which will require different techniques in order to defeat them. As you progress through the game, you will level up and earn points. These points can be spent to level up abilities and acquire new ones. New weapons and items can be obtained from enemy drops and presumably as mission rewards. Loot seems to be tiered like other looter games. As the rarity level increases, so will the power of the items. Loot is level locked, meaning you'll need to meet the level requirement before being able to equip or use something. Enemies can also drop crafting materials which you can use to enhance your existing gear. There will be 12 Valor Plates which unlock as you play the game. Each has their own stats, a unique passive buff, and a special ability called an Archon. These can all be customized with augments obtained throughout the game. The modifications can alter stats and add different perks. There are 2 final things worth noting. First, this game will require a constant internet connection even when playing solo. And finally, keep in mind this is a time-exclusive title. This means that it will likely release at some point later on the new Xbox consoles. So there you have it, that's everything we need to know at this point about Godfall. I'm excited to try this new IP and hope you are too. That's it for now, have an awesome day and hopefully I will see you soon in Imperium.